You have reached RIDE, the City of Racine Public Transit, also known as the Bell Urban System. We are currently assisting other callers. We appreciate your patience, so please stay on the line for the next available operator, or for scheduling information, you may log on to our website at rideracine.com. Again, that's ride, R-Y-D-E, Racine.com. Thanks for calling and enjoy the ride.
Hi, I'm calling. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. May I ask who you are? Want to know your name? What's your name?
Michael Dispatch.
Okay, so I called because I trying to figure out how to purchase like bus fare over the internet. And I was told to go to like wisgo.com. But I went on that website and I didn't see any way to pay for that, like to make that selection at all on that website. But it told me to go into like different places to purchase a ticket.
Okay, yeah, yeah, you should. Let me transfer to the lady that does that. One second.
So, this is Donna.
Hello, what's your name?
My name is Donna.
Donna, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I'm calling to Racine, Wisconsin City Bus, and I'm trying to figure out how to purchase bus fare on the internet, like using my debit card and getting access to that instead of going into like a building or someplace to purchase it. I went on to Wisco. I'm saying something. I'm trying to talk here. I went on to wisgo.com and it told me to go into a store or either to the city bus company in Racine. But I was told that I can handle all of that online. I would really like to speak for myself if possible. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, and it is possible. I don't play around. So.
Okay, what's your phone number?
Why are you asking me that?
Because I can put money on it through online with a credit card. You don't have to go into a store. If you're a reduced rate customer, you have to go somewhere. You cannot have an online account.
I'm not a reduced rate customer. I don't even have an account with you all.
Okay, so what you're going to need to do then is you're going to need to come down here to 1900 Kentucky and have a new bus pass and ID made for you, because it's going to have your picture on it, and it's also your bus pass. So then we can put money onto that.
A picture on a bus pass?
Yes, because you're part of the reduced rate.
What is a reduced rate?
If you're a senior citizen or if you're part of the ADA program, then your reduced rate is $1.
I'm not, though. That's what I'm telling you. I don't know anything about that. I'm not.
Oh, okay. Well, then you don't have to go to a store. Do you have an online app? Or you have the app downloaded?
What app?
You don't have an app.
I don't even know what app you're talking about.
Okay. Do you have an account with Wisco?
No, I do not.
Currently?
No.
Okay. Then you need to download the app
create your account, add your credit card information to it, and then you would be able to put money on your card.
So where would I get the card from, and what is the name of the app?
You do not need to, if you want a physical card, you can come here. If you want to use a mobile app, which you can use the online, be able to put money on your bus pass online, it's called UMO Mobility. And that is like a little green U with a smiley face in it.
Okay. Well, I can look into it. If I have any further questions, I plan to call again. I see that it was like something worth $4 for unlimited bus fare for unlimited rides for each day as well that you all have.
That's an actual physical bus pass. We are moving away from physical bus passes and going to electronic or a smart card.
Yeah, but how could you do that? Not everyone accesses electronic things. Some people are traditional. They don't have all that stuff. You're going to take away from a full demographic that offers discrimination and prejudice.
There will always be the cash option, but as for the actual program, it is going electronic.
Who is the person who was in charge of that program?
They're up in Milwaukee, and our general manager is out of the office today. I don't know. Jennifer Ortiz is who I speak to.
But who is the person that is in control of that program, I asked you?
That's what I'm saying. Our GM is out of the office today.
What's the name of the person?
Willie McDonald.
Okay, and so he created the method.
No, he didn't create it. He did not create it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. In Milwaukee, they're in charge of it. Period.
So why did you bring up Willie McDonald's name then? Period.
Because he is our general manager, and he is in charge of the program for this location.
Okay, and so was he the person to agree to bring that program to Racine, Wisconsin?
Oh, no, that would be the city of Racine.
That's what I'm asking
That
you.
would be
Who created the
I
program?
will have
You
to check into who. Okay, his name is Trevor Young, and he is down at the city hall.
and he is the one who created and came up with the program for Racine, Wisconsin.
He did not come up with the program. He
So
is in
who
charge
is-
of the program.
Did he agree
He is
to
the
have
director
it?
of the transit.
Did he agree to have that program? Read through that program, understand everything that he understood about that program, and bring it to Racine, Wisconsin.
Yes.
Okay, so he created an area within the budget for the city bus of Racine, Wisconsin, so that program can come and so that people can no longer hold a physical bus pass, but they would have to use an electronic option, which will cause a lot of tracking and other things as well. It is not fair that people cannot hold a physical bus pass.
I am not saying you won't have a physical bus pass. It is a regular bus pass. You just won't be able to purchase the paper ones moving forward.
And so what I'm saying is a physical paper bus pass
It's
instead
not a
of...
paper one. It's like a debit card.
What are you even talking? Why are you running my conversation? Everything I'm saying, you running over what I'm saying.
Because I'm trying to get you to understand.
No,
that
you
we
don't.
still have a bus pass, but it is in a credit card type form. It's not a paper.
You do not get me to understand anything. I'm asking you questions, and before I can ask you the full question, you're interrupting me, assuming you don't know how I turn my conversation. And then if it's my question, I'm going to ask it in my way. You said that people won't have it. They have to use an app, right?
They do not need to use the app. But if you want to use the app to put money onto your account, you need to have an electronic account. Otherwise, you need to have the physical smart card,
And what
which
is a
is the
smart
other bus pass.
and what is a smart card?
It is a declining balance card. So you put money on it, you scan it when you get onto the bus, you put money on it when it gets low, just like a debit card or like a gift card. It's similar to a gift card.
Okay, and so that's why I was trying to ask you to explain these things precisely, because not everyone has the electronic option. Not everyone uses that. Not some people are still, they want to use what is more foundational for them. Like you said, okay, fine, money is always an option, but some people prefer that paper form. And now, you're saying that someone will constantly have to load it some kind of way instead of paying that one-time amount and keeping, like paying $65 for a 1-month bus pass. But you're saying someone has to constantly refill the balance of the bus pass.
Correct.
So it takes away from that monthly option to have a physical bus pass. Someone has to keep going, you know what I'm saying, and putting money constantly on the card. How does that work?
It's no different than if you actually go to the bus company or City Hall to buy a paper one. Instead of going there to buy a paper one, you would just bring your smart card with you to or to the location, and they would scan it, and then you would put money on it. Just the same way as if you were to buy the pass.
And then this car has a picture on it now, too?
No, that is only if you're an ADA or disabled, or if you're a senior citizen. The regular one does not.
Okay, and so now that bus pass, can someone make a one-time payment for that bus pass?
You can put a one-time payment on it. $65 should last you for the entire month.
What do you mean?
Because you will earn free rides within that month if you ride in the lodge. And you also get longer transfer times between buses. You have an hour and a half instead of an hour. So you can do whatever, you can transfer as much as you need to within an hour and a half.
So it should last somebody, but you don't know how many rides somebody is going to take, though. So you wouldn't know if that would be enough for them.
You will not pay for more than $4 a day. Because what happens is called a daily fare capping. Once you have paid $2 or 2 rides for $4, the rest of your day is for free. If you spend $16 in a week's period between Monday and Sunday, that's just how it runs. It starts on a Monday. Then the rest of your week will be free. And then if you spend $64 in between the month, or the first day of the month and the last day of the month, then the rest of the month is free. So if you use your bus pass often, then you'll earn those free passes or those free rides.
Yeah,
but you will never spend more than $4 a day.
No, I have to talk to someone, because why would I want to have you all saying you're giving me free stuff where I can just buy a bus pass and I pay for it all in advance at one time?
Because, say you were sick for a month or a week, right? You lose, you're not getting the whole benefit of a monthly bus pass.
Oh, I'm not saying that.
I'm saying that because that's a benefit.
Well, say that you're saying that. Say that you're saying that. It continues to roll. Yeah, say that you're saying that. I'm not saying that.
I'm terribly sorry. I was confused.
What happened there then? What's up?
What was that?
Why would you be confused about you telling me to say that I'm sick for a month?
I was just making an example. If you were sick for a week during that week of that month of that bus
Or
pass,
at all?
then you're losing benefits, and you spent $65 on a bus pass that you're not even spending the $65 on. That was pretty much just the example. That's it.
But what I'm saying is somebody should be able to make that choice without somebody making a choice for them, and not have to say that people are giving them free stuff, like taking care of them, public aid, and all of that, and they should be able to choose what they want to do. People don't have to be sick. I don't know why you all use that as a model to say, okay, you're going to have it this way in case someone gets sick. It speaks to the volumes of the environment in Racine, Wisconsin.
I tell you what, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you Trevor's phone number, and you can call him and ask him all of those questions, and he'll be able to answer them.
Oh, I already plan to try to figure out what's going on with this situation. I don't need you to send me a referral, but you made those comments, and I don't know if Trevor Young told you to make those comments or not. But either way, I mean, you all are setting your own self up for these kind of questions and these kind of problems. You know what I'm saying?
I can't explain why they went to that program. I can't answer to discriminatory accusations. That's why I said if you have those type of questions, I can have him answer your questions. And his last 4 digits of his phone number are 9123. He'll be able to answer every single one of your questions.
The problem is he should have looked into these things before he agreed to something, and look at the objective of other people and not assume for someone and force someone into something. And not, do you all have like training seminars? Do you have like community meetings or anything that explain the change or anything like that?
We're having an event that's coming down to the transit center on the 6th and the 7th of June. Myself and Willie will be down there.
And what is that?
And I'm sure Trevor will even be there.
What is that?
Well, we're signing people up for their new bus passes. It's what we're doing down there. But if you have questions, then you'll be able to answer them, or have them answered at that point. Because like I said, Trevor will be down there.
No. I'm not saying I'm going to go there. I'm saying, are you having something to make how are you getting that? How are people knowing that is happening, that you are explaining, like, this is a change, like, for everyone to know? What did you do to make sure everyone knows?
There are posters in the bus passes, or the bus drivers, and also at all of the, at the bus stops. There is information there telling you that we're going to this.
At the bus stop.
And then when they come in here to purchase the card, then we explain it in more detail.
So how are you letting the community know? Like students who get bus passes through their schools?
Okay, that would be another Trevor question.
I'm just saying. Okay, so of course, all of these are a Trevor question, I suppose. I appreciate the information. I just have my own stuff.
That I myself can't answer, and it would be only from Trevor that he would be able to answer for you.
But you answered
because
it.
I don't know that side.
You answered them, but you didn't answer them. You said your answer, but it just, how is that? Like you said, these are not questions for you to answer, and I appreciate the information that you did say today, okay? I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I'm not sick. I'm not going to play sick, okay? Appreciate it.
Okay.
I'm trying. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.